salads? Don't be chicken. You're all mad. Sharks, mate. You got more chance of getting run over by a bus on Sunday. Fair dinkum, so I don't run in front of buses. Look, it'll be beautiful. You'll enjoy it. You enjoy it. I'll watch.
Come on.
Here we go.
I'll get someone to relieve you when you want to swim.
I don't want to be relieved.
You don't want to swim? Well, I do, mate. I can tell you.
Go see how they're getting on with the air conditioning.
I'll be in my cabin catching up with the paperwork.
Watch out, the nose don't get you.
Not the nose you got to watch out for.
Feeling the heat, salads?
Oh, just a bit, sir. My stomach's a bit... I'll be all right, though. Do you mind?
No, help yourself.
Thank you.
And you're all beautiful choruses. I must be the beautiful starlet. I'm the beautiful starlet. He's going to flip us. All right, inner circle. Come on. What a parade.
Wears a bit hard on the eyes.
Would you like my sunglasses, sir?
No, you'll need them. I'll get my own. Keep an eye out, I'll only be a moment.
What's happened?
There was a shark, sir. I saw it.
Get in here! Don't! God, what are you doing? Turn the tail! Quickly! Quickly! Get it over here! Get that boat on it! Get under him! Get in here! Can you see the shark?
No, sir, no sign. You all right?
There was a shark, sir. I saw it there.
Get him up here, quickly! Keep the towel on him! Easy! There he is! Get him up! Up! Get him! Pull that towel on him! Spin him round! Cans, get another towel! Easy, easy.
How does he look?
What are we waiting for? Let's get him down the wardroom. Get here and lift him. Easy! Keep the compress on him!
David, that wound looked awfully like a bullet wound to me, Charlie.
Signal, sir. Officer of the watch.
Sir?
Urgent request for medical assistance from patrol boat Defiance to the north of us. Reverse course, altering to port, increased speed to 22 knots. Plot their position.
All right, sir. Come around. Check the port.
Clear to port, sir.
Port 15.
Port 15. 15 to port, well on, sir.
Very good. Engine ahead, 22 knots.
Engine ahead, 22 knots. 22 knots ahead, set, sir.
Very good. Altering 340.
Ordering 340.
Signal from HMAS Canberra, sir. Coming back from a deployment to Indonesia. She's heading this way and carrying a doctor.
2 hours, maybe a little less. She's not carrying any helicopters. We have to transfer him by boat.
Aircon's back again.
Something, at least.
Yeah, it's something.
How is he, Vince?
Not good. Canberra's on its way to take him off. Swain says the wound was caused by a rifle bullet.
Swain? How's he doing?
I don't know. Not too good.
Is there any chance that he could...
Yeah, he could.
Swain, don't let anything happen. Please.
Yeah, all right.
I don't know how much of this stuff I can give him. I don't know what else to do.
Canberra should be getting to us soon. Just do your best.
Believe me, can't be soon enough. Easy, Dalton. Easy. Here goes.
Captain, bridge.
Stop work, engine.
Switch to open bridge.
Stand by for boat transfer. Stand by for boat transfer.
Mate, good time.
Yeah, for all the good it'll do.
Well, they got a doctor. They can operate on him.
Oh, what good the doctor going to be? Half his side shot off. Probably be a cripple for life.
At least it's better than being dead.
Oh, is it?
Why don't you shut up about that?
Why, what'll you do? Take a shot at me?
Look, it was my mate too, you know.
Oh, that makes it all right, does it?
Look, if it hadn't been for you shouting out shark in the water, none of this would have happened.
Look, you can't put the blame onto me, mate.
Look, you did the shooting, Salads. Take your own bloody medicine. There was a shark!
Port 30.
Bucket port.
18 quarter cable, sir.
Stop port.
Everingham.
Right.
Change the wheel, sir.
That's right.
070.
Bucket port.
4070, sir.
Stop port.
Welcome aboard. Come in.
Morphine?
Yes, sir. I was afraid I might be giving him too much.
I wouldn't think so. You'll have to get him across to Canberra. It's risky moving him. You better come with us and give us a hand.
Yes, sir. I felt so useless, sir. There was nothing I could do.
Kept him alive. I'll see if I can keep him that way.
BP 90/40, sir. Pulse irregular.
Start IV, Chief.
Roger, sir.
Warn the MCR to have both engines ready for immediate notice.
Aye, sir.
What is it, Sparks?
It's confidential from Noik, sir. Coded.
You have the ship pilot, I'll be in my cabin.
Aye, sir.
Wanted to see me, sir?
Oh, yeah, come in, Charlie. Nasty business. Here, it's not getting any better. I notified Noik, told him I'd carry out an investigation. This came back. Fleet Commander is ordering a board of inquiry to be conducted by impartial officers from Canberra. Fair enough, I suppose. I'm in the hot seat with Lettish.
Captain, officer of the watch. Signal from Canberra, sir. Immediate execute speed 0. Intend boat transfer in 10 minutes.
Roger, I'll be right up.
Stand by to receive officers from Canberra. Stand by to receive officers from Canberra.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Sir. Transmission.
Half ahead both engines. Prepare to pipe, Canberra. Pipe. Starboard 30.
Starboard 30, sir.
Right. Right. Thanks. Well, I think you'll find everything that you need. Who will you be calling first?
Why, you?
Right, 10 minutes?
I mean, it isn't your fault, Sarge. Well, they're not going to blame you.
You said that before. Twice.
Only trying to help, mate.
Think I need help, do you?
God.
Just ignore the bugger, Wingy. Couldn't care less.
If I need anyone's help, I'll ask for it, okay?
It might be sooner than you think. And close the bloody door!
The doc thinks the kidneys might be all right, but the liver and spleen have been damaged. He doesn't know to what extent yet.
Oh, it doesn't sound too good, Swain. What else?
Massive loss of blood and shock. The bullet had to penetrate a couple of inches of water before it hit him, enough to take some of the velocity off it.
Nothing at all to indicate a shark attack.
No, sir. Nothing.
All right. Thanks, Bill.
Both you and Lieutenant Fisher were below decks.
Yes, we had air conditioning trouble.
Sub-Lieutenant Matthews was officer of the watch.
As I said.
As you said. The ship's boat was in the water?
Yes.
With a man keeping shark watch?
2 men. The bridge rifleman, is he experienced?
He's an able seaman quartermaster gunner, a member of our boarding party, fully trained in weapons.
Would you say he was an excitable type of person?
He's a quiet, dependable seaman. If he wasn't, I wouldn't have used him for the job.
You seem to have covered yourself very well.
Standing orders state that I'm required to take every care for the safety of my ship's company. I believe those orders are there to be followed. I followed them.
And a man was shot.
The glare was bad, so I went below to get my sunglasses. I couldn't see much without them.
The glasses were in the wheelhouse?
Yes, sir. It only took a second. A few seconds. I checked the radar and then I took a new position from sat-nav and recorded it.
In a few seconds?
Well, a minute or two at the most, sir.
Lettich called you before he fired?
He may have, so I didn't hear him. The men were skylarking in the water. You couldn't hear much.
Skylarking?
I'm not doing anything stupid, sir. Just making a bit of noise.
How do you know that they weren't doing anything stupid? So you heard a shot while you were below?
Just coming up the ladder, yes, sir. I consider myself at least partly responsible.
Why is that?
I was officer of the watch. Standing orders prevent anyone from cocking or discharging a weapon without orders of the captain or officer of the watch. I should have been there to give the order if it was required.
Would you have given the order? If you had seen a shark?
If I'd seen a shark, I think so, sir.
After all, that's why you and Lettich were there. Isn't it, Sub-Lieutenant Matthews?
Sir?
When called, step in smartly, and you'll be told what to do. Sir!
Lettich.
Right. In you go.
Sit down, please.
Everything Lettich. This is a formal investigation into the shooting which occurred today during hands to Bathe. The Chief of Naval Staff has directed that at all boards of inquiry, any naval witness who gives evidence concerning the matters under investigation should be informed that he is privileged to refuse to answer any question, the answer to which may tend to Do you understand that?
I think so, sir.
You're on rifle duty today during hands to Bathe, is that correct?
Yes, sir, on the bridge. I usually do it.
Why?
Because I don't like swimming, sir. Not here in the ocean, it's...
You're afraid of sharks?
Yes, sir, of course.
Who was with you on the bridge?
Sub-Lieutenant Matthews most of the time, sir. He ducked down to get his sunglasses for a moment.
When?
Just before I saw the shark.
Before you started firing?
There was a shark, sir. I saw it and I shouted for him.
And he came running back?
Yes, sir.
Before you fired?
No. I used my initiative, sir. I saw Wingy, able seaman Aaron's, throw up his arms and go under. Then I saw a fin.
Were any of the men wearing swim flippers?
It was a fin, sir, a shark's fin. They all saw it.
Oh.
Someone in the water shouted, "Shark." Everyone heard it.
Who shouted?
Someone in the water.
But you don't know who?
I think it was Walsh, sir. Able Seaman Walsh.
Why did you shout, Walsh?
Someone swam past me heading for the ship, flat out. Said something about Dalton and a shark. I shouted, "Let the others know, sir."
Who was this? Who told you about the shark?
I don't know, sir. Was all a bit confused, you know. He didn't actually tell me.
But you distinctly heard him say shark.
You weren't just horsing around. You really believed there was a shark.
Gee, sir, our skipper would never let you back in the water if you started playing silly buggers.
So you believed there was a shark?
Yes, sir. At the time. In the panic.
Do you still think so?
I don't know, sir. No. I don't think so.
It seems you're the only one who believes in your shark, Lettage.
I saw it, sir. You can see better from the bridge.
Even with the glare?
I saw it.
How well did you get on with Dalton?
Sir?
Dalton and you. Were you friends? Did you ever fight?
No, sir.
You weren't friends?
We never fought, sir. We were mates.
Maybe it was just a bit of a joke. Sort of thing anyone might do. Bang off a shot nearby, ginger them all up a bit.
No.
How did you get on with the rest of the crew? Are they all friends?
Yes. Yes, sir.
All of them? What about Walsh?
He's all right.
Was Walsh swimming near Dalton when you fired?
Sir, I wouldn't do anything like that. Not to frighten anyone or for a joke or anything. It was an accident. There was a shark. I saw its fin.
You're the only one who thinks so.
There was a shark and I shot it.
No. You shot Able Seaman Dalton.
Not bad, Cans. 2 pages of your recipe book get stuck together. Yeah, your card, won't you? Bit more pudding over there. Do you want it, Stan?
Huh. You got your meals wrong, Cans. You're supposed to give him a hearty breakfast.
Everybody's anxious to hear how Keith Dalton is faring, sir.
He's still under anaesthetic and our doctor's keeping a close eye on him. He seems comfortable. I think everything's being done that can be for the moment.
I'm sure it has, sir. We're very grateful, thank you.
All part of the service. We'll keep you posted. Canberra out.
This is the captain. I know you're anxious to hear about Keith Dalton.
I've just had a message from HMS Canberra. He's still under anaesthetic, but the word seems to be he's comfortable and is out of danger. We'll be letting you know more as we hear from Canberra. That's all.
Yeah, well, I reckon he's got a long way to go yet. You don't just stitch up a hole like that and make it better.
You're a bloody pessimist, Walshy.
Oh, we'll just wait and see.
Anyone seen Lettage?
Bit dicey, Stan. Bit of a sudden lurch and you'll be over the side. No one would know.
You ever think about it? About the sea, Buffer?
Much as any sailor, I suppose. It's big.
Do you know how deep it is here? 3 miles deep, Buffer. Did you ever wonder what could be in there? Underneath us in 3 miles of water? It scares me.
Well, I don't know.
I've spent most of my life at sea. Or in it. When I was a kid, we used to surf every day. Nearly. Winter, summer. You get... I don't suppose you ever think about getting scared.
I never saw the sea until I was 16.
And you joined the Navy?
I read about it. I know what's in there. I saw a big game boat coming to Cairns once. They caught a shark. They towed him for 4 hours by the tail just to bring him back and weigh him. They shot him with a .303 and gaffed him right down the side. And when they hoisted him out, his guts were spilling all over that wall. And he was still biting, Bubba.
Stan, I know how you feel about the accident.
That shark was big enough to swallow a man. Or rip you in half.
Stan?
God knows how many things are in there. Just hunting.
Have you seen message to the boardroom?
Come on, Stan. They want to see you again.
At ease. Able Seaman Lettich.
Yes, sir.
As a result of the inquiries we have made into the shooting incident, we have come to the conclusion that without orders or permission from either the officer of the watch or the captain of your ship, you cocked and discharged the weapon in contravention of standing orders.
Yes, sir.
There's no need for you to say anything, Lettich.
As a result of your action, serious injury has been caused to another member of the ship's company. It's extremely difficult to determine whether or not there was a shark in the vicinity at the time.
There was a shark, sir.
But the inquiry accepts that you acted in the sincere belief that there was.
I saw it, sir.
Lettich.
As a result, we feel that your use of initiative cannot be considered unjustified. Indeed, if the injury to able seaman Dalton had not occurred, that initiative may well have been praised rather than condemned. It will be our recommendation to the fleet commander that no further action be taken against you. Dismiss.
Lettich?
Yes, sir.
Your wardroom's not exactly palatial, David. Wouldn't recommend it for cat swinging.
No, we did that on the forecastle. The men lean over the gun barrel.
Well,
Swinging the cat. Cat of nine tails. Kidding, showing his erudition.
is that what they get the expression?
I've no idea. Topper?
Oh, enough of this stuff's enough.
Well, you could have wine, you know. You're not on duty.
In front of you too now, I'd feel like a tosspot.
You might have impressed us a bit, sir.
It'll be my shout when we get back.
I've arranged the accommodation, sir. You can share my cabin. Lieutenant Corman can move in with the pilot. If there's anything else you need, then...
When do we reach Cairns?
Late tomorrow afternoon. About 1700.
Then if it's all right with you, I'm going to sleep right through. It'll be the first decent kip I've had since we left Singapore.
I might do the same.
In the meantime?
Well, maybe, after all.
You'll find it's a very good year.
Yeah, of course. No one's to blame. The rifle just went off by itself.
It was an accident. The inquiry found that he was
bloody inquiry. The Navy covering up to protect themselves.
Can't do that, and you know it.
All right, what about poor old Dalton?
Well, you get a pension. Might be a fair bit of dough. He might even be better off.
You believe that? You reckon he's going to be better off? Half his bloody inside's missing.
I meant financially.
Oh, yeah. Maybe you should thank Lettich for taking a shot at him, eh? Geez, your game taking a shower, mate. Aren't you afraid a shark might get in through the plumbing?
Give him a break, Walshy.
Tell you what, it's the last time I take a bloody swim, not when he's got the rifle.
That just might be a good idea.
Hey, go easy, Stan.
Hey, did you hear that? Did you hear what he said? He threatened me, you bloody Polak bastard. He threatened me.
I'll pull your head in. Both of you.
Yes, that's it, isn't it? Polak bastard. Doesn't matter a damn that I was cleared, does it? I'm a Polak. What else, a refo?
A wog! Come up and stand. Things are bad enough.
Look, no one calls you that, and you know it.
Oh, don't they? Oh, let him rave. The bastard's paranoid.
Let go! Let go!
Oh, come on, let him go.
There you go!
Go on, let him go. Come on.
Go!
Walshy. Look, mate, I'm not running away.
Just get out, Walsh!
Go on.
Just so long as he knows.
Go on! All right, all right.
Just calm down, Stan, all right?
All right.
All right. Now take it easy.
You don't have to humour me.
God.
Good night. Well, so far, so good.
So far, everyone's been exonerated. That should be the end of it.
Yeah, it should be. This stuff really doesn't do anything for you, does it?
Yeah. Sorry, Skipper. Morning.
Morning. What's up, Flynn?
Well, I'm not sure. There's a bit of a buzz floating around about some trouble last night.
Trouble?
In the junior sailors' quarters.
Lettish.
I believe so. Yes, sir.
All right. Ask Lieutenant Fisher to see me, will you? I want them to understand, X, I won't take any more of it. Any man found fighting or causing dissension aboard this ship will be up in a charge in front of me. And I'll make him wish he never joined the Navy.
Got it.
We'll just make sure that they do,
Well, they've got just over a lap and a half to run. They go towards that finish.
One man was responsible for Dalton's injury. That was Dalton himself. Oh, I know, Dalton's your mate. You don't want to hear anything said against him while he's in the condition he's in. But obviously, it has to be said. Hands to bathe is a privilege. It's not a right. And privileges bring responsibilities. One of those responsibilities is to act sanely and sensibly in a situation which could, quite conceivably, be dangerous. Now, there was a fair amount of skylarking going on in the water yesterday, and some of it got out of control. You know what I'm talking about. And that fooling about contributed indirectly to the accident. We don't put a boat in the water and a rifleman on the bridge for fun. They're there for your protection against a shark attack. And that's why we put the best and most dependable man on the bridge. That man did what he was put there to do. He saw what he believed was a shark and he fired at it. He fired to protect one of his mates, a mate he believed was being attacked. Dalton will shortly be recuperating in hospital. Now, I don't know if he's the sort of man who'll be looking for someone to blame, but if he is and he's fair, he'll blame himself. So will you. There's only one thing left to be said. If there's a recurrence of the disturbance that was reported to me, the men responsible will regret it. Believe me. Dismiss. Lettish, I'll have a word with you in my cabin. Would you, like to talk about this, Lettish? Off the record?
No, sir.
Well, you're going to anyway. Because I've got to get to the bottom of all this, and I can't do that until I know what the trouble is.
There's no trouble, sir. Not now.
What do you mean, since I spoke to them? How do you get on with them normally? I mean, before all this.
All right, sir.
You're Polish, aren't you?
No, I'm Australian, sir. Naturalized for all that matters.
Sit down, Lettish. Please. Listen, Lettish. 10 years ago, I came to this country. I was a POM. But I was determined I was going to be accepted. Now, 10 years later, I've learned something.
I could spread a jar of Vegemite on a plate of Lamingtons, wash them all down with Foster's lager, dressed in stubbies and a pair of thongs, and some Aussie'd still come up to me and say, "Who's that pommy bastard?" There's one or two of them who'll never accept you. But you can live with that. You got plenty of friends on this ship, haven't you?
I thought so, sir.
Well, then give them a chance. They've had a shock. They're upset about Dalton and they're angry. Not with you, just about the whole thing happening. And you just happen to be handy when they want to lash out. Just keep a low profile for a while. They'll get over it.
Yes, sir. I like them, sir. I like the Navy, and I like this ship.
No reply for the moment.
Aye, sir.
Could I have a word with you?
Spoken to the junior sailors and to Levitt. I think everything's going to be okay now. Signal from Canberra. Dalton's dead. I've taken the body back to Cairns. There'll be an autopsy.
An autopsy?
It has to be done. The civil authorities.
Does that mean I'll have to go through all that again?
Well, it doesn't necessarily mean that there'll be an inquest. Depends on the coroner's decision. There might be. I've never been involved in a situation like this before.
No. I'm sorry, sir. It's just... well, he had a girl.
His family will be notified. They'll tell her. Stan, I could have you moved over to HMAS Canberra if you'd rather travel back to Cairns with her.
No. Thank you, sir. I want to stay with Defiance.
I don't want any more trouble.
There won't be, sir, I promise. I don't want to leave Defiance. Skipper, you know, it all happened so fast up there. And now I wonder if maybe I...
It can't be undone, Stan. You're just going to have to live with it.
Yes, sir.
Caps! It's coming in. Standard. Ease. Stand easy. Jesus said, I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me shall not perish, but have everlasting life. Able Seaman Dalton was a good sailor and a good friend to all of you here. He will be a great loss to his friends, to the Navy, and to his ship. We will observe 1 minute's silence for Able Seaman Keith Dalton.
All right, who's been at my lockers? I get it. So no one's talking now, is that it?
I'll give it a rest, Lettich. What's it to talk about?
You know what I mean.
I don't know what you're on about. Been in your locker.
I'm in the silent treatment. No one's going to talk to me now because of what happened to Dalton, right?
Don't be so childish. We're all upset about Dalton. What do you expect?
Yeah, but you still blame me, don't you?
All right, yeah, we blame you.
Let it. With me. The rest of you find something to occupy yourselves. Or I'll find it for you. Let's go. You wait there.
I had hoped this wouldn't be necessary. I'm afraid I'm left with no alternative, Lettish. As soon as we get back to Cairns, I'm going to have you posted. I think you'll understand why.
But it wasn't my fault, sir. It's unfair.
Perhaps it is, but my first responsibility is to the welfare of this ship. And while you're on board, there can only be more trouble. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right, Lettish, you can go.
So it's going to be hard for him to get a posting to another ship after all this. He'll be posted ashore.
You think he should go to sea on another ship, Buffer? Would you want him?
I don't suppose so, sir. But it's a bit tough.
Yes, it is. It's tough.
You know, I believe him. I think there probably was a shark.
Yes, there probably was.